maybe this is like a cop-out, and maybe it sounds easy, but I really don't think that I want people to hear my music. Like, I want my friends to hear my music. I mainly want, like, hip-hop heads to hear my music.
Okay.
But I don't think I've ever really been... I've never had that burning desire, like, man, I want to make it big. Like, I want to be a rap superstar. And mainly it's just... Maybe it's because I'm so excited for this summer because when you live in academia, man, like, I have time, but I always have the sense that there is no time at all for anything. So, like, if I have, like, 3 days, that's when I, like, hit a rap track. This summer is the first summer since, like, 12 years that I actually have clean slate. I'm going to be in Montreal,
Nice.
Nothing else to do.
Wow.
So I'm gonna grind. May these words
this
haunt
idea.
me if I do not.
I will. We get the video for it. Look in the camera when you say that. I think
I
that's
don't
really...
even know, but he was taking video. I thought he was taking pictures over there. Oh, shit, man.
It's great when we get, like, old men in the booth. You know? I thought he must be taking pictures with that camera.
Hey, man, I don't even have a cell phone. I don't know.
Really? No, that's a good thing. I wish I didn't have one either. A lot of other musical genres, you could have someone come in and be like, this is this dude that I met somehow, and they're really good at this. And that they just do it because they like doing it. Like, you know, you find some dude, I'm sure, you drive into some little town somewhere in Nova Scotia and, like, find the best guitar player. Turns out, wow, this guy's good, you know, and really good. Like, why is he not pushing that? The rap has this weird, like, almost commercial, entrepreneurial kind of thing. Like, if you're not trying to be, like, ballin', then you're not really rapping. As opposed to, like, there's so many people we know who play instruments, who sing, and it is a hobby, and they're very good at it. They're maybe even, like, virtuosos at it, but it's not their thing. It's, like, it's fun. It's never meant to be the number one thing. I find that you're another one of these people I find fascinating where it's like, I'm really good at this, but this is not all of who I am. I don't even know if I want to be a quote-unquote rap star with... I imagine you'd like to sit around and write raps, but I get the feeling that probably wouldn't be enough for you. It's not all you want to do.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would be. I don't know what would be enough in that sense. I don't really want to be a professor in that sense.
Because we got a philosophy background, man. That's a heavy question to throw.
The problem with philosophers is, like, they actually think about what you're saying to them, and they're like, shit. Usually I get to play Philosopher King on this show.
I'm messing with you or anything.
No, I like
I'm
it.
just
It's
talking
good.
to
This
you.
is like, I actually have to try.
I'm just throwing hammers into hornets' nests.
I
and
appreciate
doing what I
it.
do.
No more
So you don't wanna be-
psychoanalysis from the couch, man. Like, I'll just
Well, what's that?
I'll say whatever you want me to say.
Okay. Why don't you tell them why you wrote a song called Gloom?
Why did I write
you in a
song
bad
called
mood?
Gloom?
You sick of these sidewalks, son? What was it?
I don't.
I'm keeping
I don't
it
know.
local.
Is that something that you can do, Mike? Like, can you, like, actually
I
articulate?
love the way you turning that into a question as an answer. It's dope.
Can you articulate what it is that moves you to write? Like the track
No.
that you threw down the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had 90 minutes to come up with that one.
Yeah, and it was just like I pulled the first idea I had out of my head. I mean, we were talking about something, 20 minutes before outside in the hallway about, and I said something about me being a crusty old man about something hip-hop related. And I just had it in my head, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to do some, like, I'm a crusty old man, sick of this shit kind of stuff. And just kind of did it, but, I found that really weird to do, because I usually, like, sit and, meticulously work out word by word and line by line, and, yeah, I'm a wiener about it. I take a long time. I don't know. And I don't know how to, I don't know why or how. I just, something I feel like I want to be doing.
I normally vent, like, when I write, I guess normally it's like a feeling or a place of perception that I'm at, and I'm trying to express that state. So maybe I think it probably was pretty gloomy, but
When you write a song, like when we hear Gloom, are the lyrics we're hearing the product of many writing sessions and you felt like they work together, or is it a capture of a moment where you're venting or you have a feeling and it's kind of encapsulated in that one-off writing moment? Like, would you write a whole song in in a day if you're like feeling I got to get this out, or is it something where you're like I'm writing over a year and I piece together the stuff that makes sense to fit the topic or whatever?
It's a moment that, like when it strikes, you got to see it through to the end of the tunnel, and sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's 3 days, but yeah, I find like, yeah, the way that I do it is it strikes you, and then you follow it through to the end. It's not like, cobbling together rhymes from a whole bunch of different time spaces.
When you're throwing that out, that feeling, are you writing to a beat at that time, or you just yeah? So you already have beat that you're feeling.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit him with Gloom.
All right, cool.
And I think you're gonna find it pretty upbeat, even though it's called Gloom. And it's got that Dionysus Isis. You can't get over that. 88.1 to get you. Here's Rah-Kleus. Remember the Woods. Be back in a minute. Turn this way the hell up.
Yo. Drowning narcissist, crashing Icarus. It makes no difference when we got the same fingerprints. I'll die in fire, I'll die in ice. I'll die in ice, yeah, to death till Apollo sets it right. Most days we keep it stone cold, calm, collected, cryogenics in the hole. Hold up, are you all still with me? Cause that thought should have the hearts beating 260 beats per minute, never ceasing for a moment. Could I ever feel a moment that I'm sure that it'd be potent? Wake up, cold shower, better act right. Do whatever it takes to avoid last night. Now I want a sweater and they got them half price. So now I want that cheddar, but it's looking past ripe. Never was a trendsetter on the map like hydrogen isotopes on the half-life. Even though all these kids say he rap tight, even though all these birds want a cat fight, the whole world seems absurd, do your math right. I'm out looking for the good with a flashlight. I keep telling myself, who you talking to? Jealous about the zealous fellas knocking round my noggin too. Now I got a phantom menace, wait till he gets chopped in two. I'm still trying to figure out what separates the rock from clues. Whatever, just another non-issue, I guess. But baby, work up on that